Hello again, my fellow groaners out there. You're tuned in again to the Groan Zone for episode 37 this week. This is the podcast where the groans live, and I'm your host, Mystery Groaner, along with you for the ride. Instead of running down what's going on this week, I think I'm going to be a devil, and I might just wing it. What do you guys think? Everyone agree? I'll take it as a yes. However, I can tell you, your games this week are the 5-point countdown and mythical or legendary. In the case of the groans, I think I'll go first. No change there then. My groan trio. Number 1. Proofreading, spelling in newspapers and online. For some reason, since COVID hit us all at the end of 2019 into 2020, spell checking etc. went right downhill on checking things like this. Recent example I saw was an article of Michael Schumacher, and they spelled positive as positif. Quite daft really, especially when the article is going to be read worldwide. Maybe double check with spell checker, do you think, guys? Or get someone to proofread it? Right. Groan 2. When you get a paper cut and don't realise it, but then you get salt or something in the open wound and you turn the air blue with swearing. I've lost count of the number of times this has happened to me. Ouch. Groan number 3. Rich people who don't understand how difficult it is for the working class person, or the classes underneath them. It is no wonder there is a class divide, even though people of the upper crust realm deny it. Feels a lot better now that they're expunged. More for my bag of groans next week. Let's have it now with Ohhh Unlucky. Today's goes out to a lady from 1954 who I read about just the other day. Her name was Anne Hodges, and she lived in Alabama, USA. And what happened to her was, she was having a nap in her home when suddenly a meteorite came hurtling down, hitting her on the side of her body. This left her badly bruised, but alive. According to sources, she's the only known person to have been hit by an extraterrestrial object. How unlucky do you need to be for this to happen? The odds were like 1 in billions. I'm not sure if she's still alive, but wow. Now, speaking of unlucky, who feels lucky? Let's find out with the 5-point countdown. Those playing along live, get your thinking caps on, get ready. Those listen afterwards, just pause after each answer. Each clue, and have a little think. Here we go. Clue number 5. You can use me to get your point across. We'll play along live. I'll give you a little bit of answer. I'll repeat the clue. Clue number 5. You can use me to get your point across. Give you a little bit longer, guys. There's no answers floating up in the group here. Ooh, got one. Laser pen. It's a good guess. It's a good guess. And someone's got a pointing stick. That made me laugh so hard I started coughing on my own laugh. Wow. Okay. Clue number 4. I may have a top, but not always. Let's read the clue one more time. Clue number 4. I may have a top, but not always. The answers are coming into the group right now. Ballpoint pen. Good guess. Good guess. The question is, are you going to hold on that guess, or are you going to guess something else? That's the aim of this game. I'm trying to throw you off. And I think I can say this safely on the podcast without getting banned. Someone's written boobs. Okay, we know where their priorities lie. Moving swiftly on. Clue number 3. Be careful with me or I may smudge. Just to reiterate, if you have a further guess down the line, and you've got the answer right on another quest, on another clue, but you get it wrong on another clue, you don't get the points from the other clue. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong. Someone's written a whiteboard pen. Okay, moving on. Clue number 2. I am available in many colours. That's clue number 2. I am available in many colours. Many answers floating in from the group right now. Anyone typing up? I'm going to have to rush you guys if anyone's thinking about putting an answer up. Nope. Moving on. Last clue. Clue number 1. I often go missing especially right when I'm needed. Someone's came in with a good guess there. Okay, that's all answers in. Okay, the answer will be given before the end of the show. Remember though, I'll say it again, you only get points if you didn't change your mind and guessed wrong on another answer after getting it right on the previous answer. So if you were right on clue number 5, but then change your mind on clue number 4 and were wrong, you don't get 5 points. You've got to guess correctly again to get the points. Anyway, now the audience, one of you gets their groan read out right now. And today's comes from 2 girls who I don't know, I just overheard them talking as I waited for a train. Their groan was when you've got a skin breakout on the morning of a date you have later on the very same night. I'm sure at some point in our lives we've all been there with this or a similar situation and how soul destroying it really is. And someone says maybe I'm a stalker. No, there were just 2 people on a train station. I can't help it if I overhear someone's groan. I'm mystery groaner. It's what I do. Anyway, good groan there from 2 people I don't even know. But now we go from groans to games. And let's play another one with today's game, secondary, of mythical or legendary. To refresh what this game is, all I'm going to do is tell you 2 little stories, or 2 maybe little facts. You have to tell me if they are true, meaning legendary, or completely untrue, meaning mythical. Here we go. Round 1. We are currently only using 10% of our brains over the course of our lives. And I know you were joking, don't worry. I know. Okay, someone's gone in with true on that fact. Sorry, I should say legend. Well, mythical, legendary. Anyone else popping in, throwing their hat into the ring? Again, people who play along live, just pause at your leisure and answer at your leisure, and then unpause. Ooh, we've got a split here. Someone's written myth and legendary. Okay, we've got a split. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Round number 2. When you shave hair, it causes it to grow back thicker. Anyone popping in a guess there? I'll read it one more time in case anyone missed it. Round 2. When you shave hair, it causes it to grow back thicker. Right, someone's thrown the hat straight in and said that's a legend, meaning true. Anybody else? Gonna have to rush here. Nope. Okay. We'll come back to those answers later on in the show. We've had what unluckies during the podcast, but now that it's some complete off-the-wall stuff. With, well, that's creepy. Now, this may or may not be brief here, but does anyone else find the current state of human-like robots just a bit off? I mean, I don't want Skynet rocking up at my front door with a mechanized smile going, "Here's your pizza, sir." I just think we need to slow AI down a bit before it overtakes us and it'll be too late to pull the plug, leading to a proper Terminator situation. Definitely a case of, well, that's creepy in my book. And someone's written, yes, phone zombies all around. Yes, automated call centers are an absolute joke. I hate them. Don't forget, groaners, that to be a part of the show, you can send in your feedback, your groans, your whether it's creepies, or your Ohhh Unlucky stories, or your hero or zero of the week nominations, or if you just have an idea for a game or anything else, do let me know. How can you do that? Here's the list. You can send an email in to the groanzonepod@gmail.com. You can find the Groan Zone podcast group on Facebook groups. You can join in on Discord under the Groan Zone. And lastly, you can hit me up directly on Mystery Groaner on Facebook Messenger. I did say a while ago WhatsApp would be coming. I just haven't got a decent smartphone yet to do the job. But, speaking of zero of the week, here it is. So, as it transpires, some random... Yay, first mistake of the day. Woo! Some random idiot out there claimed she had no money to pay her rent, but magically, like magic beans, produced the money to pay for tattoos to be done. If you had money for that, and I dare say to possibly eat, then you most certainly had rent money. You are not only an incompetent muppet, but also a zero of the week. And I've just had a serious case of deja vu. If I've read that one up before in the past, I'm really, really sorry. Anyway, moving on, before I make more mistakes. Game answers. Mythical or legendary? Round 1. We are currently only using 10% of our brains over the course of our lives. Unfortunately, as tempting as this may be to believe, according to various sources, we are constantly using 100% of our brains over the course of our lives. Sorry, it's a myth. Round 2. When you shave your hair, it causes it to grow back thicker. Not true. Not true at all. There's not a single shred of scientific evidence behind this. Sorry, it's another myth. That's 2 myths this week. And lastly, on to the 5-point countdown. There were some variations of pen floating up during the answers of on the Discord channel there. So if anyone guessed a variation of a pen, I'll let you have the points. But unfortunately, it was not boobs. Sorry. I hope some of you listen along live or listening later got points. There'll be more jumping into the Groan Zone next week. I've been your host, Mystery Groaner. I'll see you next week, guys. Take care out there. Bye-bye.